Dear students, our today's topic is structure of DNA, that is deoxyribose nucleic acid. As we know that Gregor Johann Mendel is the first person to carry the genetic experiments on plants. He chose the pea plant for his genetic experiment, and he tried to explain the mechanism of inheritance, that is how the characters of the parents are transferred towards their offspring. And at that time he proposed a concept of factor, that these factors are the responsible for inheritance of characters from parents to their offspring. Later on these factors were called gene, and the gene is the structure of chromosome. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and protein, and the genes are the ultimate hereditary unit of a DNA. And in 1953, James Watson and Francis Crick at Cambridge University proposed a double helical structure of DNA. A DNA is a polymer of nucleotide, and a nucleotide molecule is made up of following three components. One is the pentose sugar, that is a 5-carbon molecule, and one phosphate molecule and a base molecule. The phosphate molecule always binds at 5 carbon of pentose sugar and a base molecule at first carbon. Here the structure shows two types of pentose sugar. This is ribose sugar and this is deoxyribose sugar. The only difference is that in ribose sugar that is present in RNA, there is oxygen at the second carbon of this ribose sugar, whereas in deoxyribose sugar the oxygen is missing at the second carbon, and hence this is called deoxyribose, that is divide of oxygen at second carbon. Here the structure shows a nucleotide molecule. This is a base molecule and it is linked at the first carbon of this pentose sugar, and here this is the fifth carbon of this pentose sugar at which a phosphate molecule is attached. So a nucleotide molecule is a phosphate molecule combines with a pentose sugar plus a base molecule. Why this is a pentose sugar? Because it has only 5 carbon, first, second, third, fourth and fifth. Unlike hexose sugar such as glucose and fructose, where the molecule possesses 6 carbon, in pentose sugar there is only 5 carbon atoms. There are 4 types of base molecules: adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, and these 4 types of base molecules are grouped into 2 categories. One is purines and pyrimidines. In purines there are 2 types of bases, adenine and guanine, and in pyrimidines there are 3 types of base molecules: cytosine, thymine and uracil. Uracil is present in RNA in place of thymine. Here the structure shows the purines, guanine and adenine are purines, and as we can see these purines are 9-membered ring. We can see this is a 6-membered ring plus this 3-membered structure, so 6 plus 3 is 9-membered ring. Purines are 9-membered rings, whereas the pyrimidines are 6-membered ring, just like benzene, and these 3 base lies in pyrimidines. In 1950, Erwin Chargaff reported an important finding that the DNA molecule of different organisms differs in their base content, that it is not always, or it is not necessary that all organisms have equal amount of adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine, and even there is a difference between purines and pyrimidines. And the Chargaff observed that the adenine that binds with the thymine through 2 hydrogen bond, that this adenine is purine, whereas the thymine is a pyrimidine. So adenine is always equal in amount to that of thymine, whereas guanine is always equal to amount of that cytosine, but not always that adenine is equal to guanine and thymine is always equal to cytosine. This is not the case. So if adenine plus thymine is not always equal to guanine plus cytosine. In a DNA molecule, adenine always pairs with thymine and guanine always bonded with cytosine through 3 hydrogen bonds, and that's why due to this relationship the two chains of double helix are said to be complementary to one another. The two chains spiral around each other to form a pair of right-handed helix, and the two chains run in opposite direction, that is they are antiparallel. The two strands are held together by hydrogen bonds between each base of one strand and an associated base on another strand. This shows a double helical model of DNA, that these two strands are binding together, and these cross-linking stacking are bases, and this chain is made up of sugar and phosphate, and the cross-linking is provided by bases. And here we can see, if this is a cytosine, it pairs with guanine through these 3 hydrogen bonds, and if this is thymine, then it pairs with adenine through 2 hydrogen bonds. Here this is a minor group of the DNA, this is major group of DNA, and one turn of DNA helix is equal to 34 angstrom, and there lies a total of 10 base pairs in one turn of DNA. So the distance between two adjacent base pair is 3.4 angstrom. So if 3.4 is multiplied by 10, then it comes to 34, and this 34 is the pitch of one turn, or the length of one turn of DNA. Thank you.